Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Decorative Survival. So in the last episode I did a bit of work on my road over the bridge, which can't be seen because I'm far too low down, and I also did some work on clearing out a bit of this hill here. So that I could put my road through it without it being too steep. And in between episodes I have been back in the nether collecting gravel because I used up all of my gravel last episode and I need a lot more before I can finish the road. Or get anywhere near to finishing it at all. Alright, so I realised that I was very silly and forgot to bring stuff to actually do what I'm planning on doing. But what I want to do is I want to get this bit of ground at least prepared a bit better for the road, because it kind of just comes through here and then there's a giant cave here, which is not very helpful. And then there's this really strange just depression in the ground, but it's then also really steep on both sides and really short, so it's not very useful either. Then there's a sudden pit here, which is very annoying. And yeah, that's probably all that I want to do, but maybe if I'm feeling very annoyed or something, I might try and remove or cover over this as well. But I'd like to kind of fix up this bit of landscape to not do that, not have all these slight strange things here. So yeah, I'm probably just going to do that as a time lapse, and yeah, I'll get into a time lapse and then I will be right back. Alright, so when looking at this cave, I actually think it's fairly unique. I don't think I've seen a cave like that where most of it's actually flooded, but it's only enterable from the top. I think it's very interesting, and a lot of the terrain around here is very strange, including that pit, and then there's on the other side those steep hills and things. Alright, so I'm back, and well, as you can see, the ground here is a bit flatter. There's no giant 2-meter drop there, and all of this is, I think, adequately flattened, and there's, of course, no cave to fall into over here as well, because it's patched over. Alright, so the next thing that I would like to do is actually on the other side of the road. I'd like to continue the road on the other side. Of course, I'm not certain I have enough gravel to be able to get it all the way back to the abbey, but I'd like to see how far I can get it. So yeah, I guess I'll get started on that and then I will be right back. Alright, so I decided last episode that all of the new bits of the path would have all of the things that I wanted, including the dirt patches which I'd been avoiding because I wasn't sure that they were slowing, whether they were helping with speed, but I think they aren't making me any slower. And the other thing that I wanted to try out again was just trying to make the middle part of the terrain slightly lower on the path. Alright, so I am back, and as you can see, I kind of just barely got over the hill here, but it's a fair way along the path, I think. So, there's another pillager patrol here. Piercing one, okay. Guess I might take that. And at some point, I'm wondering whether I want to do a raid, considering how many Omnis bottles I've been getting, but I'm not sure that I'm good enough, so I'm not planning on doing that. Anyway, I've now lost what I was saying. So anyway, that's probably going to wrap up this episode because I've run out of time. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough gravel to extend this hopefully all the way to the gatehouse next episode, but we'll see. It entirely depends on whether I can barter enough stuff with piglins, so yeah. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this episode, so yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, goodbye.